May God open our eyes to see creation. May God open our ears to hear creation. May God open our hearts to love God and love creation. The season of creation moves on from earth to humanity to sky to sheltering sky. Humans have long associated the moods of sky with human emotions. Two examples are found in mid-20th century popular songs. Blue skies smiling at me, nothing but blue skies do I see. Bluebirds singing a song, nothing but blue skies from now on. When everything is going well, we see it in terms of fine weather and blue skies. But when things do go wrong, we see stormy weather. Don't know why, there's no sun up in the sky, stormy weather. Since my man and I ain't together, keeps raining all of the time. Sometimes the sky reflects our moods, and sometimes it influences them. A day like yesterday, with clear skies and unseasonable warmth, lifts the spirits of city dwellers. But for farmers, the unseasonable heat no doubt raised anxiety about the ongoing drought and the increased risk of fire. In the daylight, the sky seems close enough to touch. At night, it opens our world to the universe. Thanks to the Hubble telescope, we know that the sky has no limits or boundaries. New stars are forming and dying and dancing in a living and creative process. From the beginning of time, human beings have glorified in the world around them in all its extraordinary diversity and striven to communicate joy and wonder. Our ancestors in faith, the Hebrew people, saw the sky as a window to the heavens, to the realm of the divine, part of a three-tier hierarchical universe. They responded with profound praise. The heavens are telling the glory of God. While science has given us a different knowledge of earth and sky, like the ancients, we too stand in awe and wonder at the beauty and the immensity of the universe. Paying attention to sky in the season of creation is an exercise in perspective, decentering human aspirations, challenging the thoughtlessness of our consumption of creation. We cannot simply romanticize the skies in ways that let us avoid the damage that is being done to Earth's atmosphere. If indeed the heavens do tell the glory of God, then desecration of the sky with exhaust and carbon and coal and nuclear clouds can be likened to the desecration of a profound artwork of indescribable beauty. So as we contemplate our response to the planet's pain, we are called to pay attention to sky and sun and air, to contemplate what it is to live in sustainable interdependence. In Mark's version of Jesus' pattern, we hear the anguish of the sky in sympathy. At noon, darkness covers the whole land, and Jesus cries out to God from that darkness. Jesus' profound connection to the Creator is manifest in the suffering of creation. Though we may now have more knowledge about physics and astronomy, the sky continues to evoke in humans a spiritual response. Cynical sister Anne Powell drew on E.E. Cummings to express the anguish of Jesus' friend at the loss of his sheltering sacred presence in her poem, All My Stars. Woman of the upper room, what did you tell them of your boy dead too soon? That he was mobbed and robbed by bandits for enriching others? that he was stoned and broken for mending lives. Woman of the upper room, what did you tell them of your boy dead too soon? A lump as big as the earth quakes your soul. They've killed my sun, my moon, and all my stars. Indigenous Australians see reflections of Earth's creatures in the sky. Kamilaroi man Ben Flick speaks of the emu in the sky, connecting the emu to traditional knowledge, determining sustainable human relationships with Earth. Indigenous poet Ellie Cobber Eckerman has written a sky and earth poem titled "A Kangaroo is in the Sky." A kangaroo is in the sky, the moon is in the water, a tree is inside me. It is family, standing grounded, always growing. I am wooden, my stance as limbs, a message to my kin. See me in my form, ask me my story, read my bark. Sit in my shade, look for the moon in the water. Climb into me, look at the sky, a kangaroo is there. Rachel Collis and Peter Van Dremp's song, Golden Age, reflects on coming to consciousness, to awareness of life's meaning in the morning of each day, at the moment when dawn and darkness coalesce. It invites mindfulness about the gift of our one life, with its joy and its pain. It invites us to embrace the golden age, which is not to be found in some far-off perfected future, but in the ambiguity of the everyday present on earth. Italian poet Franco Lua's poem, "How I Love the World, the Air, Its Breath," also reminds me of the gift of sky for Western lives, lived in busy urban environments like ours. Though the stars may be less visible, obscured by our manufactured light, the night sky brings us home to ourselves and our world. He writes, and this is the translation in English from the Italian, "How I love the world, the air, its breath, the trees, the grass, the sun, those houses, the lovely streets, the ever-changing moon, the ivy over the houses. I like the saltiness of the sea, mad kicking about, cups between friends, fir trees in the wind, and all God's things, even the meanest, and the trams that pass by, the window panes that shine, backs hurriedly turned and lowered eyes, the woman who perturbs you. The world is there and seems to wait for you to look it in the eye, for you to heed it, since it's always there but easy to forget, to be distracted from it, to nod off. But when evening shadows come, how the world calls out to you, how the sky expands and comes upon you in its true beauty, without flaws or kinks in its reflections. And then, for your completion, you change colour. In a moment, we're going to listen to Claire play the piano, and anyone who wishes may come and light a candle, giving thanks for sky, day and night, rainbow and rain, embracing the light and the grey. In breathing meditation, in deep breaths taken in exhilarating open spaces, in the presence of mountains and oceans, in the midst of our city of sandstone and steel, may we learn to live as sky people, in harmony and in co-creation with God's intent for creation. May we be people for whom the sacred presence of God is made known in the sky and the air. And may this be a source of daily responsibility, but also a source of joy. May we learn to live in mystery. May we learn to live by grace. Amen.